What is going on? This could be the last match of the entire clan where we have 4K.Warden spawning as the red Terran and x6.Shadow spawning as the yellow Protoss. Shadow won the last game. He wins this one. Then x6 will do a 4-0 sweep in this day's clan war. I was about to say this week's clan war, but each of these teams plays 2 clan wars per week. This match has a lot of games, or this whole series. What's a good word to say? This whole season has a lot of games and series overall, so we'll see exactly what happens. It is Shakuras Plateau, the map where macro games do take place. We'll see if they go for a macro game or not. Sometimes you do see the Protoss players just rushing Blink, and Blink is so strong. A lot of Terran players will take an expansion, put a few bunkers here, just kind of turtle up with a few units, a few mobile units, and then you have a bunch of Stalkers just Blink up here, do damage, and then slowly blink back down. And you can see Warden pulling out the Korean, trying to put some fear in Shadow's eyes. I don't know if Shadow is Korean or not. And of course, I don't speak Korean. To me, that could just be Street Fighter symbols. It could be like Quarter Circle Punch for a Fireball from Ryu. I don't know. Or Hadouken, I should say. But the probe is going to come out after the gateway to Go Scout. And he is getting a gas at the normal time. We'll see if he gets another gas or he goes again with this delayed second gas to favor a pretty quick expansion go Stalker heavy, which I don't like, but who knows. Man, that just worked out so well for him last game. We'll see exactly what happens to Supply Depot coming up like, you shall not. Oh, it's not walled off. Good thought anyways. It's the thought that counts, Warden. Saying, oh my god, I see a probe, let's put the supply depot up. You can tell that is just so fast reactions, and how impressed would I have been if he pulled this one up with his psychic powers. He doesn't know that one. There's no power lines that go to that supply depot. So if he managed to pull that up, that would have been impressive. And going for the orbital command at 17. I don't know what Warden did, but he snuck an extra SEV somewhere. Tech Lab is coming out, so this looks like it's a much similar build to the last game. The probe is coming in to see, does he see that Tech Lab? No, he did not. He missed the Tech Lab. And that is definitely big scouting information that he just did not get to see. Meanwhile, one SCV is in here, gonna see, okay, you're going for a Stalker first. This one Marine gonna slowly pick away at that assimilator. Reaper is gonna be coming in. And that will keep giving him the scouting information he needs, along with killing 1 or 2 probes. The Marine inching his way back. I don't know why he did that, but hey, who questions those Marines? They do a pretty good job. They're most likely the most hated unit of the game of any other races, so you cannot question what these little guys do with their C-14 Gauss rifles. And the Reaper, going in with his P-45 Gauss pistols. Apparently these things are too heavy. And, well, they can't carry D8 charges anymore. Well, not anymore. In the future, they won't be able to carry those D8 charges, which is bad news for them. And I don't know what goes through a Reaper's mind that just stops him from throwing a D8 charge in the middle of a mineral line. That's what I would do if I was Reaper. I'd just be like, oh, you know what? Screw shooting things. I want to see things blow up. And this Reaper doing a lot of damage because you can see the Stalker away from town. Another Stalker is popping out. The Reaper gets a complete scout with killing 3 workers, with disrupting the mining. That Reaper was definitely accomplished. He comes back in as the Stalker's down here and gonna kill even more. The probe's going in the gas, trying to save the life, and oh, it saves one of them. Good call from Shadow to put them in the gas. Saved 1 probe. 4 probes do go down. And that Stalker looks like he's still in the middle of the map, just doing stalkery things, stalking out SEVs. Does have 2 of them out, 2 Marauders though, so Warden's going to be more than able to protect himself. And it looks like another 3-gate expand. You have him splitting up the gateways. You can tell these gateways are a bit behind because he also has a Stargate somewhere. And I actually clicked on the Stargate. Yeah, I clicked on the Stargate, assumed it was a gateway, but no, that's a Stargate. And this could be bad. We have Warden walling off, and of course walling off is a no-no against Void Ray play because they can just pick off buildings left and right, and uh-oh, Governor Shells is done. 1 Stalker is doomed. He's just going to turn around and get a shot off. but some sentries need to be built. He is getting a Void Ray that will be going over. He has map control right now, has taken out the watchtowers. One lone SCV over here, going to go back on the watchtower because he doesn't want his opponent to know he has got the Stargate. Did the scan go down? No, it hasn't. This Void Ray will hit him pretty blindly. And he has expanded. He hasn't went down just yet. And he needs to start securing like down here if he wants to not take a huge loss to this Void Ray play. Of course, Void Rays are just good because you can take out these 2 supply depots if you have sentries, wall this off, and those 2 supply depots are for free. But it looks like he's not going to do that. He is going to come in the back, and this is why you don't put your supply depots on the edge, because now the Void Ray is inside of range of those Marines and could be taken out. And he's going a little off the reserve. Is going to lose all of his shields. No, he just loses almost all the shields. The one pylon gets canceled. He showed that Void Ray. If he waited for the pylon to finish, he would have whooped in. And the Void Ray goes down. That's all there is to it. We do have a few stalkers over here, but this little cheese did fail. He showed it just a little bit too early and allowed these units to get into position. Another Void Ray is coming out. We have a bunker being placed here to protect against any of that whoop-in nonsense. And now the probe just going to go back home. And the whole chat is pretty upset at what Shadow has just did. And we'll see. Warden. Just kind of trying to play the safe. That supply depot may go down, but hey, he didn't place it on the very edge so Marines can hit it. And that Void Ray is going to lose all the shields, now taking some HP damage, and that Void Ray will never see that HP again. Unless he had a unit that could transform into an SCV and repair himself. He'll get that eventually. That's going to be one expensive repair bot, though. 4 supply for it, I believe. But we have big Bioforce coming out from Warden. And Shadow taking his base. He has contained his opponent just on one base, but you can see all the mules just mining out. This main's going to mine out very quickly. The Void Ray going to try to pick up that eBay, and now the Void Ray is going to just live. 9 HP left, and he's going for more. Oh, man, that Void Ray going on walk on the danger zone. Going to pick off one mule. No, he is just getting away. Forcing stims, though. Oh, just one Marine stimming. He knows that Void Ray is so low on HP. A lot of Warden's forces up here. Let's go to this unit station. 5 Stalkers, 3 Sentries, 1 Void Ray, 2, 7 Marauders, 22 Marines. Not looking good for Shadow. And now Shadow knows he is under attack. Stim goes up for a few units. Just try to slow down those Stalkers. It may take out a Stalker. It's going close. 24 supply versus 44 supply. This is not looking good for Shadow one bit. Scan goes down. Sentries are there to force field the ramp. Going to the worker tab. 34 probes to 42 SCVs. Going to the lost tab. 606 lost for the Terran. 1150 lost for the Protoss. The Protoss is not ahead by any means like necessary. Like, he's going to take some critical DTs or something to come back in this game. Or just some impressive micro. He has to outplay Warden so hard. Two medevacs are coming in. Observer is out to sea. There's not many units here. And oh, it gets scanned. But is it going to get away? And yes! The observer does get away just barely. And uh-oh, this Void Ray could be in trouble. The Stargate going under attack. Just a handful of Stalkers. They're not going to be enough to defend this. Sentries and Zealots coming in. Force fields going down. And those units do have a medevac healing them. And they are protected against Zealots with those force fields. And that is not looking for Shadow at all. And now this middle line is under siege, taking out the probes when he's already behind the workers. Colossus is out there to hammer away on those SC Marines. Medevacs are just going to pick up and go home. 3 Vikings already being produced. He has double starports yet again. Warden doing the same exact build as last game. Except this game, it's working out all for him. He defended that early on Void Ray with no problem. Hasn't really taken any losses since then. He's even killed more workers now. And medevacs are healing up a bunch of those things. And now SCVs are repairing the medevacs. They're like, oh, you healed Marines. Good job. And I know I normally don't cast on European times, but tomorrow, again, I will be casting Heart of the Swarm replays at 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is, I don't know, 5 p.m. European. That should be a good time for you guys. And of course, if you're watching on this YouTube, check out my other videos and try to find the Heart of the Swarm videos. I'm assuming those casts will be good, but here we go back into this game. We still have a huge bioforce from 4K.Warden with a bunch of Vikings. Shadow with just not many units. Going to the spending tab, you can see Warden has spent more on absolutely everything, econ, tech, and army, and has lost less in his army. Going to the supply, 82 army supply for Warden, 43 for Shadow. Worker supply 52 to 41 as well. Like I said, not looking good. One Marine stemming up, going out ahead. And he does go. Doesn't really see that much. So he knows that Shadow just on his one base. There's an observer above the army, so Shadow knows exactly what Warden has. And Shadow's just like, oh god, don't attack me now, don't attack me now, don't attack me now. Because, well, if he gets attacked now, it's not going to end well. The supply upgrades 1-1-2-0-0, so this time Shadow doesn't even have that. He is getting a lot of Phoenix. And maybe those Phoenix are going to turn the tides, I don't know. He has switched over to Phoenix production. And now the Stalkers provoking the fight, attacking the factory. Phoenix show themselves in that scan, so now Warden knows he's got a bunch of Phoenix as well. But you know what? Shadow, as much as I like this guy, he has no Noni. And he can't pull miracles with Phoenix like Noni can. Guardian shields are down, protecting all the units. And at this point, Warden is just containing his opponent to two bases while he takes his third base. He is ahead by 9 workers, plus those 2 mules that he has out. Soon to be 3 mules, so Warden looking like he's so far ahead, and those few Stalkers have scared him away, and he does not want to engage. He is just trying to get more ahead, and that could be a mistake. This Phoenix count is getting pretty high. But as those Vikings just demonstrated, they can one volley of Phoenix down, and that is so troubling to deal with. If they can one volley a Phoenix down, that is 180 HP. That means they can 2 volley a Colossus. So there we go. Another Phoenix is going to be taken down. There we go. Colossus now going down very quickly. Phoenix are coming in here. Zealots underneath, and it looks bad for this Colossus. You can see the target firing on those Colossus. Trying to take them down. EMP goes down on everything. And looks like Warden is just stomping all over the Protoss this game. It is now going to be tied 1-1. We will be going into the ace match. And there goes the GG.